哎，算了，恭喜他夺冠吧。
一把，我靠！
打不过啊，他最后这手感染虫太凶了。最近半年 ，ZVP 56-3给自己点一个赞，冠军。
I don't think Cyril has any chance to save this one, but he continues.
It gets killed coming back, and Bunny just doesn't seem to have the numbers.
Didn't even notice the Liberator in the main base, I think. So many probes are going down right now.
Oh my god, they're trying to get back, but they can't, and so many are picked up.
A big clump here from Curie. Tries to split everything up.
Giant force of Baelix rolling in and clearing the hell. That's massive.
Maru is once again.
Cyril did it all, and he is a well-deserving champion.
And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the final day of the Master Coliseum 8 Group C. Day number 2. I'm of course your live VIP with you. I'm joined by these amazing players, by the people in the chat, by plushies as well. Welcome one and all to a banger of a group here. Already some crazy upsets have shaken up the hierarchy of Group C. Coming into this, we had some heavy hitters. We had GuMiho, we had Maru, we had Hero, but Lancer has popped off. If you missed out, I recommend the VODs. Last night was a crazy day of StarCraft, and Lancer took down Maru 2-1. Lancer took down Maru. With that, suddenly there is a chance that here in this group, Maru does not make it out. That is a big possibility here, especially considering he's up against GuMiho. As you can see here, the last time they played was in Home Story Cup, where GuMiho did take Maru down, and of course GuMiho ended up winning the entire tournament. GuMiho, he was the Home Story Cup champion, so now we have a rematch. We have a rematch here in this TvT. Can Maru get his revenge, or is he going to fall once again to GuMiho? And I feel like one more loss could spell the end of Maru in this tournament. We'll see if he can bounce back. The pressure is on as once again GuMiho, he's looking suave, papi. Oh my god. He's got his cabin in the woods. He's got his fireplace going. You can see the teapot in the background steaming as well. Oh my god, papi, calm down. Ay. It's GuMiho rocking his lovely cabin. Likewise, we have Maru also setting up. Oh my god, GuMiho. It's the towel. It's the towel. He's got a festive towel as well. Oh my god. Let's go. He's got a new towel. He's got a new room. He is ready. He is ready here to claim another win. Meanwhile, Maru, likewise, just now waking up, just now setting up. Oh, everyone's waking up. For the final day of Group C. Again, Maru is still a heavy hitter, don't get me wrong, and I would love to see an ace match. I'd love to see a game 3 between these two players. I would love to see it back and forth. Regardless of how this goes, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, papi. Who's going to be able to handle those balls? Who will be our Tenkai Chiburai? We're here to find out. The balls are ready. The vetoes are done. Game 1 is going to be on ley lines. Game 2 on Ultra Love. Game 3 on Frostline. In general, we're going to be loading into some of these smaller maps. The larger ones are vetoed, referring to Amygdala, referring to El Dorado, Neon Violet Square as well. King's Cove. Interesting, actually, now that I look at it. Looking at all the vetoes of GuMiho, those are all of the larger maps, the larger kind of older maps in the map pool. Abyssal Reef was gotten rid of as well. So in general, we're going to be spawning into a much smaller map pool. And here we go. Game 1 is upon us. And in the top right hand corner, we have Maru, the South Korean Terran for Team Vitality. And in the bottom left, we have the reigning Home Story Cup champion. It is GuMiho. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is a Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim this series, who you think will take this best of 3. Best of luck. Best of luck in the chat as we're settling in. Okay, we're good to go. Whew, okay. And again, this is our second broadcast of the day. I literally just woke up. I woke up like 10 minutes ago. I was like, So we are ready to go again. Earlier this morning, if you missed out, I recommend the VODs. We did cast KSL, the final Korean StarCraft League of the year, and I should also jump into this, emphasizing, as Maru likewise just woke up as well, rubbing his eyes. I mean, we saw GuMiho yawning earlier as well. It is quite late in South Korea. It is around 9 p.m., but I'm sure they woke up just in time for these matches, for these games. But again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Here we are, what, the 28th? We're nearing the end of the year, the end of 2024. Oh boy, and we'll see what 2025 has to offer here. Again, do wish you all the happiest of holidays and a great new year as we get into our TvT. So do settle in. As we get into this, so far we do have our initial openers. It is going to be double gas opener here from our players. CCs are on the way. GuMiho getting his command center on location. Meanwhile, we do have Maru instead going for his double gas. Okay, so double gas open out of Maru means delayed CC. GuMiho did go for a Rax expand into a delayed factory, so we do have a divergence. We do have a divergence here in the openers. Maru is going to be the aggressor. GuMiho is going to be the defender, at least initially. Basically, we'll see if GuMiho can get away with this more economic, greedy opener. As I said before, welcome to Leylines and Ultra Love thereafter, some of the smaller maps of the map pool. So aggression could be favored. I mean, typically Maru does enjoy being more active here in the TvT. GuMiho ideally would, I'm sure, want to slow things down. GuMiho is known for mixing in mech, that is true. Can mech it up in this matchup, can of course embrace bioplay instead. For now though, settling in. Starports are on the way. Maru opening up double Reaper into Hellion. He does not commit into Reactor Reaper Hellion, so he's going to be stopping on a low Reaper Hellion count. Behind this, ending up in a Widowmine. Okay, we have a Widowmine follow-up going into a Medevac, going into drop play, I would imagine. Back at home, GuMiho playing safe, opening up Cyclone. Again, Cyclones in this matchup, they have a pretty nice role in the early game. They're just really defensive. They're really well-rounded. They can help shut down units in the sky like Banshee-based openers or drop play. Likewise, they can also shut down early game aggression of Reaper Hellion. Just a really safe way to play. As the first Cyclone has arrived, you can see the medevac on the way for Maru. It's almost done, and Maru should soon be moving out with everything he has. With his Marines, Widowmine, Hellion, Reaper. Again, it's a bit of a kitchen sink here from Maru as he does move out. And there's that drop. From the side of GuMiho, something more standard. Remember, Cyclone opener into Tank Raven. So he's setting up. Likewise, Maru boosting across the map, headed towards that main. And we'll see if Maru can get on top of that Cyclone. Again, the Cyclone is a solid unit, don't get me wrong, but especially against Marines and a medevac, ideally you want to try to bait out the lock-on on Marines. You want to try to break the lock-on with the medevac micro. But the Cyclone does get the lock-on. Widowmine here on the Oof. Widowmine does go down to the SCVs. Very clutch moves. And with that, GuMiho, he will shut this down. The medevac! Oh my god, medevac goes down as well. Massive pickoff, and with that, GuMiho, he has a very strong start. We'll lose 2 SCVs, but for a medevac, for a Widowmine, for the Bio Army, for the Hellion as well, a very strong start. And with that, GuMiho, he will have a tank lead, he will have a Raven lead as well, as he did begin all this production sooner. He did not waste time at making Hellions or making the Widowmine, making the medevac as well. So, pretty good start. A very strong start. What I was exclaiming at, it happened very quickly, was when the Widowmine burrowed in the mineral line, GuMiho, he was so quick to dive on that Widowmine, to surround it with the SCVs and kill it. It was close. It was very close. Did end up killing it in the end. Meanwhile, behind this, we did mention, and the good thing we did at the start of the game, is that GuMiho is willing to play mech in this matchup. And there it is, a double factory. GuMiho is playing mech. And I do think that this is a really strong response, considering GuMiho did just completely shut down the opener of Maru. This means that GuMiho, he has freedom, he has breathing room. Maru is stuck at home. I mean, he's still trying to build back up. Reaper gets across the map, delays a third CC, and does confirm that there is a third CC on the way. So GuMiho, he didn't just shut down the aggression, he also scattered, and he also confirmed that Maru is not going for a 2-base all-in, that Maru is expanding, focusing on his economy, which means GuMiho knows he's safe. He knows he is safe. Maru getting into his own early Viking production. And GuMiho should soon be expanding. Now, what's important here, because GuMiho did rush into this 3-factory setup and he's rushing into double tank production really fast as well, this tells me that GuMiho most likely is going for an early move out. And he's going to have a big power spike with 5 tanks. Like, his tank advantage is going to be insane. And because Maru is being greedy, because he's rushing into the 3rd CC, he's going to have that much less to defend, and here comes the move out. Now, GuMiho is getting his 3rd base on location behind this. It is a later 3rd, that is true, but GuMiho makes up for that with a massive army. And I don't know if Maru can defend against this. Against 5 tanks, there's 3 here, but there we go, they're the other 2, so 5 in total. This is an insane tank lead. On top of that, the Vikings are here. I believe disables research for the Ravens. They have interference matrix. The Marine does confirm the 3rd CC will delay it, but it's not about the 3rd CC, it's about this main push. There's 3 tanks on low ground, 2 of them are about to be disabled. Okay, 4th tank does come down. 4th tank within range, gets a tank. Very nice pickoff. So now Maru down to 3 tanks. And GuMiho, he's still holding on to those disables. Still has yet to spend them. Drops the Vikings. I believe Maru, because of his reactor Viking production, he does have that Viking advantage. So GuMiho, he respects it. Maru could actually try to dive on those Ravens. He's skirting around towards the south. Could even come in from behind. We'll see if he can snipe them. Actually going for a counterattack. Okay. Yeah, actually he's going for a counterattack. Going for some Viking drop harass. There's a lot of potential. GuMiho, he did miss this. There we go, the Vikings are spotted. He knows. He's racing back home. He does leave most of his tanks behind. And there could be an opportunity for Maru to try to abuse that, but no, there's the unsiege. Yeah, GuMiho, he unsieges, he pulls back. Does pull away. Maru, he knows he got scattered, so he likewise pulls away as well. Oh, 2 tanks are left behind. Yeah, that was a big loss for GuMiho. Still maintaining a position, but that tank advantage that he once had is not really there anymore. As Maru's getting his 3rd. And Maru, he's going to try to break out. I believe he still maintains that Viking lead. If Ravens, they go in. 1 Raven goes down, 2nd Raven as well. Not a auto turrets, and Maru, he should be able to win the battle in the sky. And with that, the battle in the ground as well. Yeah, he's got the Liberator. Maru, he holds, he shuts this down, takes the greater trade. Oh, barely though. GuMiho does have the Viking advantage. So he will win in the Viking Wars. But he does not deny the 3rd. Does not deny the 3rd base. Again, Maru, he did have the better engage. Maru, he holds onto the greater tank counts. And with that, we have a back and forth. We have a back and forth. I would give the edge to Maru. You can also see as well that Maru is also embracing mech, so he's trying to keep up with GuMiho. Again, Maru does often play mech in TvT as well. A lot of the Korean Terrans aren't too afraid of it, like Ryung, Maru, GuMiho, Kyor. Bian is more of a rarity, that I will say. We have Macfield accelerators, more factories, more tank production. When it comes to the economies, they're neck and neck. They are neck and neck here. So you see Maru coming in from behind, harassing the mineral line. And we could be here for a while. I mean, the ley lines, once we get past the mid game, we can split the map in half. True. The map can be cut in half. And we could just stare each other down. I mean, the power of TvT. Oh my god. Let's go. Both players expanding, can take their 4th bases. They will both break out. Both players expanding. GuMiho going to be sharking around, looking for a way in. The armor supplies are comparable to each other here. So getting into more tank production. GuMiho setting up his sensor towers. Or at least attempting to. A little bit out of position. Hellions, they get a couple of SCVs. Not bad. Not bad here by Maru. We have 3 more starports on the way from GuMiho. Now, usually Maru is a little bit faster to take up into Mass Sky Terran. So I'm a little bit shocked to see that that is not the case here. Instead, GuMiho is going to beat him to the chase. Basically, the way that TvT works, early on, it is all about the tank count and all about the positional play. That is true. It's all about, again, maintaining control of the ground. But that does evolve over time into taking control of the sky. The reason for this, of course, is the Liberator. You know, if you control the sky, you control the ground as well with your libs, with your tanks as well as tanks. They shoot further than they can see, so you do need that air control. You can see Maru also throwing down his own starports, but the starports are far later than that of GuMiho. And this eventually leads into Mass Viking Liberator. Does eventually lead into either Mass... I almost said Mass Disruptor. Mass Raven or Mass BC. Or both. So it turns into Sky Mech, Sky Terran. Eventually. Maru going back into Viking production, setting up his tech labs as well. I believe those tech labs are on the starports, which should be for Raven production. There is no fusion core. Not yet. More CCs. Speaking of Raven production, there it is. We have 4 Ravens on the way for GuMiho, and now we have some Ravens on the way for Maru as well. And disables and auto targets from Ravens are insane. It's a lot of value. This is one of the things that Terran players were hoping would be addressed in the latest patch, was like Raven versus Raven in TvT. It never was. Unfortunately. Now that we are building up. Yo, is GuMiho on a standing desk? Like, it look... maybe it's the angle of the camera, but it looks like he's hunched over. Like standing up. Like, what's going on? I just realized that. Let's go. The power stance. As Maru here is going to push in. Is out positioning GuMiho. GuMiho getting trapped. Ooh, he should not be here. And alas, is going to be a hard way getting out of this, as he is just cornered here in this patch of land. We do see Maru pushing forward, getting on top of the CC. GuMiho is going to try to break out. Take some tank blows to the face. Nice disables coming in from behind, and who surrounds who? Yeah, GuMiho does collapse in, takes down. Oh, it will be losing most of his Ravens. Does take down the tanks. Tanks do fall. GuMiho is going to keep pushing. Yeah, he's going to commit. Lands the Vikings, breaks through the defensive line, and there's just not enough on the ground. The tanks will fall. Barely got the final disable. And GuMiho, he can keep pushing. Behind this is only 2 tanks. Another tank going down. And Maru, at some point, he may just have to land these Vikings. Oh, to say that, GuMiho does lift. Pulls away. Does pull away, getting into the mineral line. SCVs are falling, denying the center base as well. Yeah, very nice damage from GuMiho. Trying to bring down the CC. Doesn't quite get it. Next thing you know, Booth is going to collapse on it. Now he's going to collapse on the Booth, mate. He's crazy. Like, he's got the power stance going. He's grown since then, Pat. As you see Maru breaking out. Does finally break the siege. Forces back GuMiho. We have Ghosts on the way. And GuMiho going back into Cyclone production, goes for a massive counterattack, gets into the mineral line, and Maru's out of position. And 9 SVs going down. CC under fire. Maru, it's too late to lift. The base goes down. Massive pickoff. Maru down to 4 bases. Down to 4 CCs. Another one under fire. May Cyclones, they crack now. Yes, you're not going to be able to float away. Not against Cyclones. 5 Cyclones. They annihilate a base in seconds. The power of the Cyclone. Let's go. Behind this, GuMiho, he's ahead. He's going through the fusion core. Thinking about BC production. Going back into tank production. Maru trying to incorporate those ghosts. Both armies are maxed out, but Maru, he does need to re-expand. Trying to get his CCs up and running. You streaming commentating that House Galactic Battle event? Yeah, of course. Every year, Pappy, every year. We'll be there, we'll be there. Let's give me here. He is going to rotate. Again, it's on Maru trying to keep up with these rotations. Does not spot the main army. There's no sense out towards the north. Tanks, they are going to be able to siege up just in time. But here come the disables. Yeah, 3 tanks are disabled. Nice EMP on the Ravens. But the 3 tanks go down. Maru, he will attempt to expand. His Raven count is very high. And here come those lives that we spoke about earlier. The Raiders coming in. At the same time, GuMiho going for his own counterattack. Disabling the tanks. Let's go. The Cyclones, you know what they want? They want the CC. Yeah, they break through the tank line, getting to the mineral line as well. Maru, he has to respond. At the same time, center base is under fire. Everything is flashing red. And that's 25 SCV kills. The base goes down. It happened off camera, but towards the left-hand side. You can see there the remains of the expansion. 30 SCV kills. GuMiho going in once again. Finds 2 more tanks. Doesn't quite take them down, though. Has to respect the Ghost Army. But he denies the center expansion. Maru is still stuck on, what, a 3-base economy at this point. Even less is on 43 SCVs. Now, what I am a little bit concerned by, Maru, he might just be forced into an all-in. Maru, he has only 42 workers, but he's maxed. He has a super maxed army. So there's a chance. Nice EMPs. There is a chance he just sends it. He just sends everything across the map and he tries to end the game. And that may just be the only way out there here. The only way to win this game, and yeah, he's not going to stop. Does take down 2 tanks. Getting a 3rd and 4th. 4 tanks going down. 5 tanks going down. I think GuMiho is in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble here, losing almost every single tank. And Maru is completely all in. He cannot turn back around. So far, waiting himself in between the bases. Taking down more CCs. GuMiho, he played so well up until this point. And then he just forced the all in. As Maru is making his way towards production. Pushing into the natural. Gonna be nuking the ramp. Let's go. The nuke has been set. Starports are falling. Again, GuMiho is trying to mass up an army of the BCs. Let's go. The first BC has arrived. Maru rotating around once again. He backs off from the natural. The BC going ham. Not quite killing any tanks as the BC's on the run. It's only one. Only one battle cruiser. Getting a couple of SCVs. Likewise, GuMiho does catch out some of these Hellbats. Yeah, and GuMiho, he has now regained control of the game, of the map even. Goes for another massive counterattack. 19 more SCV kills. And again, I mentioned before that Maru, he was all in, but he turned back around and he's just giving GuMiho more time to rebuild, to remax, to make use of his greater economy. Again, the longer this game goes on, currently at least, the better it is for GuMiho. As he goes for another counterattack, another backstab. Another CC going down. Now, as GuMiho is trading out some Hellions and Cyclones, he's rebuilding the tank count. Now, the high Raven army, the large Raven army, is still something to be respectful of. Like, Maru has a terrifying force. So that's a lot of Ravens. GuMiho GuMiho trying to keep up. Maru trying to come in from behind. Zoned away by the Cyclones. Nice anti missile. Yeah, the missile goes off. Maru, he breaks out, takes down some of the tanks. At the same time, he's going to be losing another CC. He does take down both tanks. So nice pickles here out of Maru. Meanwhile, the third base does go down. GuMiho falling back. GuMiho gets another tank. Trying to catch out some of these reinforcements. Going for the CC. Can he get another? And meanwhile, at the same time, Maru, I mean, we've been here before. He's still all in. He's only got 30 SCVs. But he is slowly pushing forward. He does have the army lead. He's got more tanks. We'll see how GuMiho can make use of these Ravens. Yeah, Disable's going up. Maru, he breaks through. Takes down most of the tanks, pushing in towards that third base, and GuMiho's going for the base trade. I think this might be the only way for GuMiho to win, is the base trade. Like, he cannot fight this head on. Clearly, as we can see. He cannot fight the army head on. He has to avoid the fight. Bleeding out more tanks, bleeding out more Vikings. As Maru's came with the production. Meanwhile, the Master Sable, oh my god. Master Sable's going to be going up. And most of these tanks, they should be cleaned up as the Sables are running out. So not the cleanest of trades here by GuMiho. And losing all this production is huge. Now, even though GuMiho has a massive bank, look at this, he has 2k in the bank. He might not be able to spend his money. I mean, not with these factories being camped. So this is getting very intense and very close. Thankfully, there are some factories on the right-hand side. Maru, he finds them. Does find the factories. GuMiho, he may have to just retreat back home. His main base is falling. Maru still has the greater army. And yeah, you can see GuMiho is trying to rebuild his production. This feels late. I'll be honest. This does feel late for GuMiho. He needed all that production sooner. And yeah, I still believe this. I still believe that GuMiho, the only way he wins this game is to kill all the buildings. Just try to hunt them all down. And try to avoid the main fight. As Maru, he just floats. Which I think is the correct call. GuMiho has no Vikings. He has no Vikings, at least not currently. Maru's going to keep rotating. He floats away all his buildings. GuMiho going to try to make a final stand here with some of his production. Tanks are sieging up, but like the Ravens, they just shut down the tanks so well. And again, this is the power of the Raven in TvT. Is you just have disables for days. It's crazy. Yeah, every tank is going to be disabled. Bottom right is going to go down. GuMiho still has a bank, but I mentioned before that GuMiho can't spend his money. He cannot spend his money. He's trying to get his production back up and running. Yeah, GuMiho, he abandons bottom right. He's going top left. Oh, GuMiho is getting supply blocks. Aye, aye, aye. Yeah, 6 depots on the way. Now, on the one hand, it's one of those things where Maru's army isn't getting any bigger. That's true, but it's still a very impressive army. Very efficient, more importantly. As GuMiho, he needs that Viking count. Yeah, they're pointing out that Mars lost every SCV. He has 0 workers left. Still has the base though, floating. Meanwhile, the production has been scouted. GuMiho is running out of minerals. And GuMiho, he has to make a final stand. Nice tank count. Yeah, volleys going to be going off. Disables on the Vikings. And is the Viking... Oh, every Viking gets disabled. Oh my god. GuMiho. He disables the Vikings. The Ravens, they should finally go down. And GuMiho, he will win this fight. Whew. GG gets called. And GuMiho will take game number 1. GG. Whew. GG, well played again. GuMiho, he was able to get into his Star Pro production in time. He was able to mass up his Vikings, and upon disabling all the Vikings of Maru, he was able to claim the win then and there. GG, well played. Whew. GuMiho with a win. And again, if GuMiho 2-0s Maru, there's a pretty good chance that Maru does not make it out of the group, and GuMiho could be the one to knock him out. I mean, I say GuMiho, it was a team effort. Like, Lancer, he popped off yesterday. And here in a TvT, I mean, this is, I would say, GuMiho's strongest matchup. There we go. Maru, he has to fight back here and now. See if he can. Gonna get hydrated. Gotta settle in. GuMiho, he has assumed the position. Oh no. Again, because of this camera angle, it's like GuMiho, they're gonna jump on Maru. It's crazy. The power stance. It's insane. And here we go. We're getting into our next game. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have the South Korean Terran player. It is Maru for Team Vitality. In the bottom left, we have GuMiho, the Home Story Cup champion. And again, GuMiho is one game away from winning this series and from knocking Maru out of the tournament. And he's opening up with a proxy 2 racks. I don't know if we need to take this kind of risk and take this kind of chance, but okay. GuMiho sends out 2 SCVs, is going for proxy 2 racks Reaper. Bold move. Now, if Maru opens up economically, this is going to be ideal for GuMiho. So we'll keep an eye on Maru. For now, going for the single gas geyser. You can tell from how he moved. Yes, he does have a chair. He does have a chair. We would assume. Meanwhile, we do see Maru. He's going to be scouting, and Maru. Oh no, he's so close. Maru so close to scouting. Alas, is unable to. You're going for the SCV scout across the map, and Maru, he's going for an economic opener. He's going for a rack to expand 1 gas geyser for Maru. What does that mean? That means the ideal for GuMiho. So the stars are aligning. GuMiho, he does not get scouted. He's massing up Reapers. Maru is about to expand, and Maru now realizes something is wrong. He's like, oh, okay, where's the racks? Where is the racks? Nowhere to be found. There we go. We can see Maru throws out bunkers immediately. Bunkers are on the way. 2 of them, 1 covering the mineral line, 1 covering the ramp. But Maru, he has no factory. Like, the factory is delayed. It's a very late factory here for Maru. Like, the factory of GuMiho is on par with, actually faster than his opponents, which is crazy. So GuMiho has a big advantage, a big lead. Sorry, my apologies. I assume it was just proxy 2 racks Reaper. 2 racks Reaper into Marine, into factory production, into, I would imagine, either Hellion or even Cyclones. He has gas. He has gas suspending. Going for the tech lab. GuMiho, this is a Gumi build. there it is. Going for the tech lab. Tech lab is on the way. I imagine this is for an add-on swap, not for Marauder production, but we'll see. Alright, GuMiho. Yep, there it is. There's the add-on swap. Going for a proxy 2-on-1. What is happening? Proxy 2-on-1 into tank production. Tank is on the way. And again, as a reminder, Maru's opener is very inefficient. Maru's build has been disrupted. Maru intentionally, he was going to be going for the CC. He was forced not to after he scouted because that late response out of Maru, late factory, late everything. And this is looking bleak for the blue Terran. In saying that though, this is a wild build out of GuMiho, and we'll see how it all comes together. I do still favor GuMiho. GuMiho shoots first. Does shoot first. Forces back Maru. Maru, he's investing into his expansion. Bunkers on the way. And now Maru knows. Here's where the setup. He's going to try to break out. So far, GuMiho's all over him. Maru opening up Cyclone. Won't help too much against the tank. GuMiho gonna reposition. He can get within range of the starport. Oh, the starport, it is exposed. And with that, GuMiho, he might be able to deny any Viking production. Yeah, tanks are within range. Rax is floating in. The boys are being pulled. Maru, he knows he has to save that. He has to save the starport. Oh god. It's gonna be close. Worker's gonna be going down. But the Vikings, they will pop out. Whew, just in time. Again, GuMiho, he was a little bit too far back with the first tank. So he did not deny the Vikings. Maru, he's holding on. Up! Oh my god, Maru, he almost does get the tank. Clutch save. And from here, GuMiho trying to find a better angle. He is within range of the gas geyser. Rax goes down. GuMiho does win the battle in the sky. Tank volley's going off. Maru's still in a lot of trouble. Despite being one base versus one base, I mean, he still doesn't have the most efficient mining. One Viking goes down. GuMiho being forced back. Maru sneaking out an expansion. Let's go. He's got the ninja base. He floated over. Maru. He finds a way. But GuMiho, he checks. Yeah, he does check. Again, but you think this is something that GuMiho hasn't thought of? Pappy. He's got the biggest brain. GuMiho good. Does confirm, does deny mining. Very nicely done. Vikings, they have been spotted. GuMiho knows that they're not quite in position. Likewise, Maru scanning, checking for GuMiho's own expansion. Ooh, tank goes down. Nice pickup. Once again within range of the gas geyser. GuMiho still came with that natural. Vikings trying to land in. And the Vikings, they will take down one Reaper. One Reaper does fall. There we go. CC on location for the GuMiho. You see GuMiho edging closer, getting within range of the gas. Jeez, that Viking count is insane. GuMiho could actually try to kill that CC with his Vikings. I mean, it's a risky maneuver. Could try to go for it. As the gas geyser goes down. Maru reinforcement with more Vikings. Ooh, tanks within range. Oh, the land! He's going for the land. He goes to the tanks. Tanks are going to go down. Massive pickoffs. Oh my god. The tank boy is going off as well, forcing some friendly fire. But that's 11 SCVs going down. Ay, ay, ay. And GuMiho, he may have just done it. He has to waddle away. But again, Maru falling far behind here in the worker count. Maru does take a Viking advantage, but he can't really make use of it. Not here. Not yet. Maru now going for the Liberator. Let's go. Is the correct call to make. Back at home, GuMiho setting up. Maru going for a massive Viking counterattack. GuMiho, he takes down the Cyclone, waddling up the ramp. There's nothing on him to defend. The Vikings are out of position. Yeah, Maru caught with his pants down. He sent everything across the map. Now he's racing back home. The boys are being pulled. Maru will clean this up, but at a cost. At a cost of so many SCVs. That's going to be another 5 workers going down. Cyclone towards the natural. No. Yeah, that's going to be 13 SCV kills. Jesus. The Liberator as well. Yeah, not bad. Oh, nice repair. Saves the Lib. Viking dropping into the main. GuMiho just pulling Maru apart. Left and right. 18 SCV kills. And Maru trying to hold on. Still, I believe, has a Viking advantage. And catching out reinforcements. Likewise, GuMiho rallying in towards the natural once again. Going for more SCVs. I say natural, the second base. The ninja base. Oh, the lib! Oof. Liberator finally goes down. Once again, Maru, he's just trying to stabilize in some way, shape, or form. Oh my god. As the proxy is finally being cleaned up. Star ports the factories. The army supplies are neck and neck. True. But yeah, GG. GG gets called. There's just none left behind this. And GuMiho, he will take the series 2-0, taking down Maru. And the night, it's not over yet, but with the scoreline, it's very likely that Maru will no longer make it out of Group C. GG. GG. Well played. GuMiho, he comes out swinging, takes the win once again. As we did mention coming into this, I was favoring GuMiho in this series as he is the reigning Home Story Cup champion. He did take down Maru in that offline event, has done it here as well in the online event, and Maru just having a really, really rough time here again. Losing that series against Lancer, I mean, that was just a brutal moment for him, and even if Maru takes down Hero, he's gonna be heavily reliant here on some of the other scores in this group. Quickly actually checking, I'm curious. I believe Hero won his 2 games, right? Let me see. Let me just double check. We need to math it up. We need to math a little bit here. Okay. As we do quickly head on over. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the page yourself. Yes, Hero, he has 2 wins. Oh, so Hero's got 2 wins under his belt. So Hero is confirmed to make it out of Group C. And GuMiho, if he gets 1 more win, if he beats Lancer here and now, then GuMiho, he will make it through in 2nd place. If Lancer beats GuMiho, then Lancer makes it through instead. So this next series, this next game between Lancer and GuMiho will determine who makes it out of the group. And we have confirmation, regardless of who wins and who loses here tonight, Maru is out of the tournament. He is out of Masters Coliseum. GG. GG, well played. With that, we're going to be going on a short break. When we come back, we'll have the decider match to determine who makes it into the playoffs. See you soon. See you soon. Bye. See you soon.